Oh, yeah. Welcome to Skip the Formalities. I am your host, John Jay. We have Ewell Roberts, we have Brittany Harris, and we have Rihanna Jones. We about to get into this debate. We have a nice, good debate today. Let me tell you what the topic is. So we want to talk about EVs and how it's going to affect the future. So the question I'm giving to the panel is, how will Biden EV plan affect the future, the good and the bad, and how will the economy react to the green initiative? Now, I know it's a heavy topic. Now, if y'all don't know about Biden plan, he is investing, we just gonna say over 150 billion into the EV future.
174.
174. Even more so, he's pushing the fact that he wants gas cars to be banned by 2035. Now, we all know that all the dealerships are looking to convert most of their cars over to EV cars. So I want to know, how do y'all think this is? What is the pros and cons of this? How's the community going to react? Now, we do remember, and I don't know if anybody remembers, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California, he was pushing the green initiative as well. And there was a lot of pushback. So if this plan or this bill does decide to go through, how is America going to face this newfound change? That means that everybody going to have to get new cars over the next 15, 14 years? We just came out of 2020. We still trying to rebound. Is that going to be enough time to get us back to where we need to be so everybody can be like, okay, well, I'm about to go get me an EV car? Is there going to be enough EV cars behind to even remotely start to invest in get a used car? I'm trying to get an understanding. What you thinking? Give me your thoughts.
How long electric vehicles been out?
Well, electric vehicles been out for about 20 years. Now, mainstream like they are now, the Nissan Leaf came out, and Nissan Leaf was the first all-electric vehicle, I believe, to actually go public from Nissan, because I remember that coming out public. It was ugly. It was a very ugly car. Like, it was very, very ugly when it first came out. I know Tesla came out about a little after, like 2011, 2012, when they came out with their first Roadster, I believe.
I think the Civic was hybrid too. A lot of Honda cars.
I
don't know about Hyundais or Kias.
But if we talking about all electric, like no gas intake whatsoever.
I was thinking more a hybrid.
Now the hybrid cars, those are good alternative because they had the plug-ins and they had the kinetic. But then Biden's plan is
he's trying to get away from fossil fuels.
Right.
Then what you gonna do with all this oil if we ain't using it? Well, the cars ain't gonna use it, but what that mean for people in business, the gas stations and stuff. They got to get them pumps so we can charge our cars and stuff.
I didn't even think about the infrastructure side of it. The gas stations got to totally convert.
And that's the thing right there. He's talking about building. This is really going into the whole infrastructure and building more charging stations. But how do you build a charging station where there's not a lot of population? That's one of the questions faced there, because where you have a large population, you have more cars. So,
well, that's when they switch to different alternatives. They'll use solar panels to charge areas, and they'll take that energy and it'll charge their car.
That's true.
But I can't see him trying to make this all electric, because what about the semis? You think the semis gonna be running on electric for real? For no gas?
Yeah, they can run on electric. Yeah,
they have semis that's so autonomous that the driver is at the depot and they're driving it across country, or is driving by itself and using GPS to navigate its way to the next location. That's already been in practice. Semi truck drivers have been furious with these electric vehicles because it's cutting them out of a job. So they're already upset. Like they were protesting and everything about a few years ago because they knew that the change was coming. And they was like, wait a minute. Y'all talking about taking our jobs because they was already making, because you gotta think about it. I got a 12-hour shift. I gotta be at another city in like 12 hours. It takes 14 hours to get there. Now y'all telling me that I gotta be in another city. It's 24 hours or whatever like that. But you telling me that after 8-10 hours, I gotta take an hour break. Some of them drivers were driving through their breaks, but it was ended up in car accidents. So that created a whole nother issue right there. So now it's like we want to save money. So when you have human error, which is I want more money, I want to get there on time, I'm going to keep driving, I'm going to be sleepy, I'm going to take no-dos, I'm going to drink caffeine, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Crash, your body crash, you crash.
Yeah, innocent lives, we dying because he done swerved off out his lane, and now you done took out 20 cars, a pile up.
Exactly.
But you gotta look at I'm looking at like he said, Biden said on the 25th that he was going to use ally countries to supply the metals and the all the stuff that he needs to make these cars. So if you already cut out the American manufacturing deal and the precious metals and all of that type of stuff, who's benefiting from this? That right away is starting to not make sense. You know, you set aside 174 billion, but you've already told the U.S. miners basically go elsewhere. We're going elsewhere. How does that help if you send those jobs overseas? That's defeating the purpose.
You're absolutely right. He was already caught discouraging auto manufacturers from building their EV, their electric vehicle manufacturing facility warehouses over in Mexico. So you're basically saying, hey, I want y'all to keep the jobs in America, but yet all the precious metals, I want that to come from outside the country. Now, do we have those? My question is do we have those precious metals in America where we can make it so we don't have to outsource?
Yeah, I mean, this is basically talking about like steel, iron, that type of stuff. We have it. It's just that, you know, they at the end of the day, it still comes down to which one is going to make it cheaper for me. I can get it from China. I can get their steel. It's going to be a whole lot cheaper. I can get it from another third world country. It'll be a whole lot cheaper. So why pay American where I got to pay their union costs? I got to pay their health benefits. I have to pay for everything that goes along with that. Instead, I can just go to another company and I only got to pay for whatever I'm getting, and I'm getting a discount on it. So already you're seeing that. It hasn't even started yet. You're already seeing the money is going across the sea. So if you're cutting jobs, okay, just like you said, you make the automatic car. Now the guy's not driving the semi trucks. He's not driving the trucks. Where does that guy get another job at? This program is not providing for them. This program is already telling you right away, we're shipping some of this money overseas. How many billions of it is already gone before we even jump off the ground, before the cars even get here? You've already literally telling it. This is May 25th. You're already telling them some of this is gone. You're not giving the numbers. We're going to find out the numbers later on. But in the end, people are going to lose their jobs. People are going to lose their jobs. And they're not providing for those people that's being pushed out because of your new technology. Because again,
because you got to think about the people that refine the oil. Everybody in Texas gonna be mad.
All of those.
So all of those refining companies, you got to think about just everybody, people that ship the oil and gas from place to place. So, yeah. And then with that too, gas, the tax on gas to build like the roads.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. So if we're looking, and taking a cue from Brittany, if we're looking at, okay, so now we don't have miner for oil. Now we don't have the oil refinery to refine the oil. So we could potentially looking at job loss well into the hundreds of thousands, not only in America, but
across the nation,
not just
worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But you know what? They can easily switch that. And I'm not gonna say easily. You could, I mean, because now you're going from fossil fuels to electric. So you're gonna still need the same infrastructure. It's just gonna be slightly structured different. You'll still need the technicians. You're still gonna need the power plants. You're still gonna need the storage, the batteries. All of that stuff can replace it. The problem is when you see how they're doing it, one, you're not being transparent. You're not saying, hey, this is what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. You're just throwing this big number out here, 170 something billion. And we're just supposed to be, hey, great.
Okay with
great.
it. Yeah.
You know, but I just like I was talking to John before we even started the pod, there was, you just think about Tesla. How did they treat Tesla when Tesla first came out? They literally did everything but set their cars on fire to stop them from advancing. And look who's still here. Tesla is the only one fully produced car. And they used the same technology that America used to make the batteries just what, 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago? Who benefited from it? Tesla. Tesla benefited. Who else has electric cars that are fully optimized right now other than Tesla?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I agree with you, because there are a lot of companies that are late to the game. They are late to the game. They can come out with every bit of technology as good as Tesla's. Tesla just has that better marketing appeal. They just have that better marketing appeal. And I'll be the one to tell you, Tesla is one of my favorite cars. When you ride in a Tesla, and I don't know if anybody ever went and test drive a car, I will really highly suggest you go test drive the Future. I really do. If you ever go test drive a Tesla, you will understand what I'm talking about. It's a different type of feeling when you're in that car. You don't hear an engine. You get one pedal driving. You don't even have to hit the brake. So that means less stops that have the less time between the time you get new brakes and the time you gotta get and the time of your old brakes that you have to get brakes replaced, because you don't even have to press a brake anymore. The car automatically slows down by trying to regenerate battery life from the brakes. Like that is just phenomenal technology. You will still get that in a hybrid too. You get that in a hybrid too, but it's a lot like the technology that you get when you go all electric. You just get a better technology. You get a better feeling. Now, I'm not going to say that Tesla is a better brand than any other all EV company that's out there, because there are cars that are coming out that are likely to be better as time progresses.
But are there any other cars out there other than Tesla?
Yeah,
that are
I was just gonna say Polestar,
fully electric?
NIO.
Volkswagen Polestar, a joke.
What?
Polestar 2 is
That's
okay,
a little.
but the first Polestar was a joke. I had to say it. The Jaguar I-Pace, yes. The Mercedes EQS, yes. And it's a few up. The Nissan Leaf, they really need to just redo that one altogether, or get a second lineup, because the Nissan Leaf it's a good selling car, but it's just unattractive. Well, actually, it's not even a good selling car. I'll take that back. The Prius. Who's driving the Prius?
Yeah.
Who's driving that?
What's the other one? The
Everybody in
Chevy Boat.
California.
Remember the Chevy Boat? People had that.
The Vote and the Boat.
Yeah, the Boat and the Boat.
Those were horrible cars.
Come
liked
on.
the little Vote. It had to grow on me. The Vote. I like the Vote. It had to grow on me, but
Did you say vote? Oh,
the Vote with the B, not the Boat. The Vote.
Now
They made two of them. One was with a B and one was with
it
a
was
B.
the Chevy was the Vote and the Boat, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was the Vote
but the
and the
Chevy
Boat, wasn't
Boat was their first
They-
one.
Look,
Both came out late.
the concept was nice. The production car wasn't. I
Well, you already know
I
what
remember
they
the
did.
concept car.
You know what they did. By the time they got to past concept to production, they had ran out of money. So they had to put out whatever
It was like,
they
no,
got.
no,
Hey, man,
we're
just
not
put it
doing
all
that.
in this.
No,
Put it in
no,
this.
we're not doing that. No, no. Okay, so we looked at the good and the bad, and we talked about, you know, his plan and how it's gonna move. How do you think it's gonna affect the economy? And I'm really just talking about let's talk about all groups, because you got people that, you know, them cold rollers. I don't know if y'all know about them. You know about them cold rollers?
Cold
Like you talking about the people that's in
COAL rollers.
Yeah, it's basically
Coalition?
some
the
guys,
northeast.
huh?
Are they like in the northeast, the ones that be mining in
Nah,
the coals?
nah. So you ever seen those big block pickup trucks, and when they drive, they spew out a whole lot of black smoke? They have those big chimneys on the car.
Mhm.
Those are cold rollers. They don't like EV cars. Okay. Period. They don't like EV cars. It's so bad where they go and block the EV lanes. It's so bad where they try to run EV cars off the road, or they will try to damage your car when they see it parked. It's that bad. They do not like Teslas in certain neighborhoods. They would. That's why I can't. That's why I really want to get a Tesla. But you know, somebody ran up on me inside of my car talking about some FU and Tesla. It's gonna be a problem. Like, hey, I'll show you what this 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds like.
Right.
Like, I hit it on the freeway. But
is this above below the Mason-Dixie line? This is happening.
all across the country, my guy. All across the country. What'd you say, Brianna?
So my thing on this is like with the Biden plan or whatever, is that I don't think you should try to wipe out the cars that run on the gas, our normal car. I mean, you got to keep some of them around somehow. It's just like, you can't force everybody to go electric. Everybody might not want to deal with that mess. You know what I mean? Like, or you might do hybrid, or you might do electric, but why you can't still keep, like, you know, some of the regular cars that burn on gas and all that. Like, you forcing people to change or cross over and make us do shit. I mean, do stuff. And we might not want that. Why? I might like people that's into their old schools and stuff and they motorcycles and stuff, like they might not want no damn electric. Well, you ain't making no old schools and no electric, no way. And if you're talking about if I gotta convert it into electric, we just gonna trash them then, huh? And then your motorcycle. Who wants an electric motorcycle?
What? Go ahead, you.
Where, John?
Go ahead, you.
I was gonna say, Brianna, at the end of the day, you ain't gonna be able to avoid it. You ain't gonna be able to avoid it. It's they're gonna do it just slow. You know what? They just look at it like how a person want to write a check, and now how can they write a check? They're slowly but surely eliminating the need for you to write that check. They're gonna make you get a debit card.
Check. I think they're waiting on the last 8 people to die.
Right now, you know it's a matter of time before they tell you we ain't accepting checks no more. It's only a matter of time. My grandma's still right. They waiting on right now. You have a card.
Look, I'm about to throw some shots out at some young millennials, but they don't know how to write it. They don't know how to write a damn check. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, they don't know how to write in cursive. So no check and print. I mean, you know what I mean? They don't even know how to write in cursive.
Hold on. How do you send the money? How do you send in the money order and endorse it yourself?
What?
You stupid. Like, it makes no sense. Why would you endorse your own money order? That's retarded. How you gonna pay for something and endorse your own money order? You can't send a money order to DTE, then endorse it yourself and ask him to cash it.
What?
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Okay. But like, no,
young millennials.
My grandma still write her check. So like I said, they just waiting on them last little bit to die. All right, she's still writing checks. They are. I'm for real. She still mail her bills in with stamps. All right, they just waiting on them last little bit to die, and then we're gonna take all this away. You can pay bills online. I can pay my rent online. all that's gonna phase. You know what I mean? Stamps, everything. Like who about to be mailing
You ain't
letters
lying.
out for real?
Ain't a good time to be at the post office.
Hey, look,
at
I'm
all.
trying to use up all my Bugs Bunny stamps.
At
I don't know what
all.
y'all talking about. I got some Bugs Bunny stamps I'm trying to get rid of.
You
Like,
ain't lying. You
for
better.
real, for real.
If you ain't collecting them, you better.
That people are the scary part about change is that, you know, there are gonna be those who gain and then there's gonna be people that lose. You know what I mean? I'm in the auto industry. And you know what I mean? We don't know what the future gonna hold. Like you try to do this or whatever, unless you start sending stuff overseas, then guess what? We in trouble. Or you like gas stations in trouble. The people that change our oil, they in trouble. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a chain effect. And that's like, to me, is like, now what you finna do? What you finna do? Shit, we're gonna turn into a third world country in a minute. Like, it's gonna be this. Either you gonna have to up your education, go get you something else, because it'd be like the stuff that we doing without degrees, they're gonna eliminate. It's gonna opt out, right? Just like they want this $15 for McDonald's. Guess what's gonna happen? They putting kiosks in there. So okay, you want $15, it just won't be here. We can put the machines in here and let the people come up and order their food in the kiosk. It get rid of y'all. All we need is a cook, really. A cook is somebody right on the drive-through window.
Sad but true.
I mean, you're absolutely right.
My thing is,
oh, go ahead, Brittany. I'm sorry. Don't let me interrupt. Go ahead.
my thing is, what happened? You got all these electric vehicles, right?
Right.
So what happens when the power grid goes down? What happens, like, in those instances, like you got a blackout, like how we had a while ago? How are people gonna get from point A to point B? You know, if you all got electric vehicles, you gotta have some type of alternative. But the next thing they have is like the hydro car using water.
Okay, hold on. I got an answer for you. I got an answer for you. You know what it's called?
What?
Tesla Powerwall. So
not everybody can afford it though.
No, everybody, no, but they do have some alternatives. Just like in back in like the 80s, I want to say like the 80s and 90s, when solar panels started to become like the thing or whatever like that. People started to put solar panels on their house. Then you could actually go buy, like, you were actually able to go buy like solar panels and hook it up. Unfortunately, DTE wanted to come out there and the electric company wanted to come out there and make sure that it was actually connected correctly before you actually did it. So yeah, if there is a blackout and people do not have like solar panels or anything like that, guess what they can do? If your car is charged up, you can use your car to power your house. Now that's what the F-150 Lightning can do. Now I ain't trying to promote all these EV cars. I'm not trying to promote all of them. But what I'm saying is that you can easily.
That's what they have sent to Texas for their generators, I think.
Yeah, you can use an EV to power your home for a few days, not a lifetime, but a few days, depending on your internet usage, just so you'll be able to survive. Keep your refrigerator going, you know, your stove going, your washer and dryer going. It ain't like the gas cut off. You can still use gas if the power is out. You just ain't gonna be able to click.
How do you
if you got a gas
charge the battery? What if you got an electric stove? A lot of people got electric stove.
Then you use the electric stove on the off the EV car.
So basically, our blackout.
Wait a minute.
You could power your.
We're gonna be in trouble.
I figure that car do your refrigerator and stove. That'd probably be it.
No,
yeah, those are major appliances.
No, I don't know.
Okay, let's say it's wintertime. Furnace, that's it. Tops, furnace, that's it. What else could it power other than the furnace?
Nothing, because you about to blow up the neighborhood.
Well,
hell yeah.
Well, hold on.
You about to be caveman.
Y'all. You
set the damn car on fire.
You still
gotta keep us warm.
You still gotta look at
blow the block up.
You still gotta look at how much kilowatts you're actually using. So depending on how much kilowatts you're actually pulling from your battery, you're only able to sustain for a few days based on your consumption.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just on a few days.
Sure.
I'm not saying you're gonna be able to survive the whole winter. That's not what I'm saying. But like Brittany said, if there's a blackout, you can sustain for a few days until they get the power back on. That way you're not. And
Texas
so,
was out for like a couple weeks.
well, that's because
No,
Texas
not after
Texas
blackout.
consider
They
itself
don't
their
even
own damn
have-
country. That's what
They
Texas'
on
problem
power
is.
grid.
Well, that's because Texas consider themselves their own country, and they need to stop it. That's what they need to do. They need to start figuring out how to connect to other countries, to other states, and stop trying to act like they're on their own.
And they grossly unprepared for the simplest of things.
Okay.
A little bit of snowfall on the ground and they totally lose their mind.
That's
Boy,
anywhere,
that
but that's
was
anywhere in the
Georgia
South.
and Texas, wasn't it? Everybody, it get a little snow and they got to shut the city
Yeah.
down.
Georgia gets some snow, boy. It's like who did it?
Yeah.
Got to shut the city down. Ain't nobody
But-
going to work.
But in some of them states, it's for good reason because they totally can't drive in the snow. They'll kill some
Okay.
people, literally.
But my other concern is, are we ready? Are we prepared? Are we, you know what I mean? You still got poverty, your middle class, whatever, your richer class. If you have people that can't afford $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 cars now, are they going to be able to afford these electric cars? And what comes
No.
with it? Because you need a charging station in your driveway at your house. I mean, like, are we ready? Is the world gonna be ready for that? I mean,
Well,
I guess it's gonna be the same thing. You gonna swim or you gonna sink, right?
Well, you don't
Like
really
we
need a
said
charging
now.
station. You don't really need a charging station. I mean, you can plug it up at your home. You're just not gonna get a lot of miles.
It's gonna take a long time to charge.
How long is a long time?
Like 24 hours.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
Oh, so basically, you must have a charging station in.
But you want me to
Or
go to
two
the gas
cars,
station, plug
or-
in my car where they
or-
be having shootings and stuff
But see,
at? Oh,
but see, here's the thing. There are charging stations at other locations. Like you could just charge, like you can charge when you go grocery shopping. You can
Yeah,
charge when you
Walmart
go to the
got
mall.
some.
You know, so if I go home and I charge it overnight and I get 50 miles for that night, that's enough to carry me through the next day. And if I decide to go to the grocery store, boom, I top off there.
Mm.
And but then here's another question. Because I see, Brianna, I see your face turning up. I see you.
What's up? What's up?
You want that gasoline. I see that. I see that. So here's my next question. The problem really comes down is why this plan may not work, or when they vote on it, it may not go into effect. One of the biggest things is that how do you tax it? If I can get electricity from the sun, if I can put solar panels on the top of my car to charge my car, and I can drive around while my car charges or just sit in the sun and it charges, how's the government going to make their money? As what Brittany said earlier, that money to the gas station pays for road repair. But if that ain't happening, because everybody's switching over to EV, trying to be economically friendly, are we losing out at that point? Who gonna fix the roads at that point? Where that money gonna come from? Taxpayers' money? That ain't gonna be enough. Roads cost too much. You got concrete, you got tar, and you got some other crap. All that costs too much.
Mhm. Yeah, they're gonna
That's
charge us to use the sun now, and that's from God. Now, how you gonna charge for that?
Well, then at that point, they'll start going up on your electric bill. They'll start putting extra tax on your electric bill, or
But-
you know,
But how? Because it's only
that's what.
like if we talk about the east or west side of Detroit, you got DTE, you got Consumers Energy. Is there any other one?
Nothing I could think of.
Not no major one.
So you got two of them. What's going to happen is, okay, DTE got a monopoly on the east side, right? They got a monopoly on the east side. I mean, on the west side, some of the east side. Consumer Energy is in a few other little cities or whatever like that. But for the most part, it's pretty much DTE. DTE starts to go up in price. At some point, you're going to be like, okay, wait a minute. Can we get a second option? Can we be able to get Consumer Energy? Is it the same hookup? Do they know how to work on it? Can we have a variety here? Because they're not going to be able to hold on to that for too long. You're not going to be able to have two companies that regulate only a few areas. And if DTE start to go up on a price, it's going to be some backlash.
Yeah, because I don't think DTE ain't in the suburbs. It's just here. I think Consumer is when you cross over in the suburbs.
Well, I know Consumer Energy for being on the east, like far east.
Oh.
Like Warren and like out that way. I know DTE is a little bit out there, but I know for the most part, everywhere I live west side, it's been DTE.
Yeah, it's DTE by me.
Well, what about when you think about rural areas or places that don't even have sun for even the solar panels? If you think about Alaska, how they have like, that whole pretty much couple months in darkness. So what's gonna happen with them? They're not gonna benefit from solar power, and then electric power. If the costs go up on that, then they'll be shy of luck.
Yes, very
And then
much.
rural like
Yeah.
areas that don't even have sun. Michigan, we only get sun like, it's always cloudy here wintertime and stuff. So we only get about 2 good months of sun. So that won't even work for us. So it's a lot of cons with that EV.
I don't think
And
it's
isn't
gonna
the
go. I don't think it's gonna go if they really sit down and think about it. Like, you can have them, but you still got to keep a backup option, right? Anything could happen.
There's always
And we
wind.
need
You
our
can't be mandated. I don't think it should be widely mandated. I think it should just be like a choice. I understand like greenhouse gas, more stuff staying inside the ozone layer, and it's making, the earth warm up, global warming. It's just so many different facets with that. But I'm like, yeah, niggas knew this 40, 50 years ago. But yeah, I just want to do something now about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So it's like the earth already about to die. So it's like burning up. So shit, don't slow it down now.
So you're not for the solution, Brittany.
No, I'm gonna be the problem.
I mean, I don't like. I
I'm
say it shouldn't be mandatory. It shouldn't be mandatory. That should be optional. If I want to get electric or whatever, that should just be mandatory.
Yeah,
I mean, it shouldn't be mandatory.
You gotta think about it, converting people's houses over, especially like, it's like with me, it's like a struggle trying to find a somewhere to go charge because somebody's either using it or whatever, or I gotta go great distances to go there, like grocery stores, at the airport. Every Tesla is on a charge. So it's real. Sometimes it gets irritating because can't find a way to charge, and I want to charge at home because it takes 16 hours to full charge on a level 1 charger, and the level 2 charger is only 2 hours. I want to go.
That's
How
when
much is a level 2 charge?
A level 2 charger, you got to have somebody come out to your house to do it. So they give you $1,000 tax credit for them to come out and do it.
Oh shit! I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah, you could. I think it's cost $700, depending on the brand, like $700. I forgot what the name of it.
Wait a minute.
The company
they give you 1,000. It costs $700, but they give you 1,000 back.
$1,000 tax credit, but you still gotta buy it. Though you gotta pay for the electrician to come out to do it. They gotta install it in your house. And then you got like the whole equipment. You gotta pay for them, the equipment. And then, I guess I don't know if it's more watts. I think it is more watts that they give you per hour. So I guess that'll affect your light bill.
Now your light bill about to go up. Trying to charge up all these cars. You know what I mean?
It's not gonna go up. It's
not
gonna be
gonna go
cheaper than going to the
dramatically.
gas station. It's gonna be way cheaper than going to the gas station. I can tell you that right now.
But
okay,
baby,
so
safety is gonna be better than going to the gas station, honey. They have shootouts at the gas station. We just seen it. They just shot up a whole car at the gas station on the east side. Now you think I want to be sitting there plugged up with my car, charging, looking like the Speedway downtown off Jefferson again? That's how we about to be doing because everybody got to come and charge up their car.
Well, if you charging at home.
You notice they ain't got no Tesla stands at the neighborhood gas station. So
they sure don't.
That's telling you
ain't no Teslas pulling out in the hood. That's not what's happening.
Right.
Ain't no Tesla in the hood. I don't know what no. Look, I would have to blink twice and double take if I see a Tesla. This
but all the other brands that I'm saying, the other brands that's gonna convert and all that, yeah, they're gonna be in the hood. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, no, we just gonna be posted up at the gas station charging up our cars.
I think what a lot of people are going to do, I think in major cities and everything, I think a lot of people are going to invest in being able to charge at home and skip the whole charging station altogether, especially if they don't maneuver around as much, like traveling in and out of the city. I think that, and then And then you gotta look at it like this. Just like with gas, you don't have to charge up every day. You can charge it every few days, depending on how you drive it. I will tell you there are some downfalls with having an EV car, because what they call is vampire drain, which is, your battery will drain if you do not use it. That does happen, or in the wintertime, that is a savage on batteries. That's also an issue as well. EVs are still coming a long way, but by 2035, I think that there'll be enough progression, and there'll be EV cars is going to be about $10,000, because technology is going to progress that far to where the minority of wealth, they don't have wealth. The poor folks, the poverty, should be able to buy a reduced vehicle. But then, Brittany, and we went back
to keyword small vehicle. They're gonna be
small
getting a leaf or some whack ass shit like that.
But I want to go back to something Brittany was talking about. Brittany had a conversation. We was over the text message, and basically, she was explaining to me that these batteries are only good for pretty much 10 years.
A car is only made to last for 7 years on the road. The battery is about the same, 5 to 7 years, and the price of a Tesla battery would be about $5,000 just to replace it.
That's like replacing the transmission now. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what the battery's gonna cost. That's what a transmission. If your transmission go out, if you get it brand new,
or your engine,
unless you can build it, right?
Well, you can't rebuild no battery.
They set up to where we're gonna have to buy a new car eventually. You know what I mean? This is how they gonna make their money. It's like people say, you want the old cars, you better keep your Honda or Toyota put up somewhere, baby, because they go forever. But the new cars, like you say, because of technology, trust me, I build them. When that robot goes out, that car is dead. It's over. So that's what I'm saying, like the leasing and the buying. You'd rather just lease it and turn it in, because if you buy that car, by the time you pay it off in 5 years, then you might get another 5 out of it. When that computer go out, that car is over, right? So you back at point A, buy another car, do another note. You see what I'm saying? So that's just gonna be the way. That's just the world gonna be like. It's crazy. Ain't no way around it too much. But
yeah, everything is built, to only last so long. Dishwashers, washing machines, everything is only built to last for so long. Because if it lasts forever, how they gonna keep making money.
That's true. But I forgot my train of thought. I was gonna say something to you, Brianna, and
but just like now, they build smart houses, and so with the new construction homes, how you get a smart house. Eventually they probably gonna already put a charging station. Like you might have the option while you building your house, just gonna build it, throw one in the drive or the garage.
I'm sure
I'm not ready.
I'm there already.
I'm ready for an EV car. I'm not ready for a smart house. I'm not ready for that. I still feel some kind of ways about a smart house that's built on Wi-Fi, and that sounds like it's a hack.
Yeah, but that's the same thing as people buying Alexa and putting it through your house and hooking it up. Shit, you doing it that way, and then you can buy it already built in. Same stuff. You know what I mean? We already there.
Alexa already hearing your whole conversation.
You ain't lying.
From the bedroom to the bathroom.
You ain't never lied.
Right.
I never understood that
one. So that's the world is. They saying that's where we going. The houses gonna become smart houses or whatever. Like you say. That charging station gonna be coming with the houses in a minute. You get a brand new construction house, that option gonna be in the garage, or something's gonna be optional or is in there included, and they're gonna shoot the house up. Then the price on the house gonna go up a little more. You got this over here.
Speaking of houses, have y'all seen the new 3D homes?
No, I haven't seen. No,
what 3D homes?
Y'all haven't seen the 3D printed homes? They're making houses out of a 3D printer. They're using a 3D printer to make houses. Oh my God, man, dog, it is amazing. It's low cost, and they're making houses like they've never been able to make them before. They've been making them for they use concrete, a special kind of concrete, to build houses using a 3D printer, layer by layer.
So is this supposed to take the place of like the tiny homes, or
This supposed to take,
is this gonna help with the homeless rate?
actually, yes, they gave a homeless guy, I believe it was in Arizona. They gave a homeless guy an actual home made from a 3D printer. Look it up. I kid you not.
What is this? What?
My next house gonna be 3D
It
printed.
sounds interesting. It sounds interesting, but
What's
is
your-
it gonna be built to last like how these brick houses are?
Yeah, because it's made out of
not
concrete.
gonna deteriorate with
It's-
acid rain.
It's made out of it's made of
Blow
a
away.
special concrete.
The whole house is made out of
It's a
concrete.
doll house.
Yeah. Look, I promise you, look it up.
Oh, the wolf ain't gonna be able to blow your
It's a
house
Barbie
down.
dream house.
Barbie dream house, damn bunker.
Look,
It's all concrete. It's a
look,
damn bunker.
if you look at the
Yeah,
3D,
right.
if you look at the 3D printed house, because it's low cost on how to build it, and it doesn't take much time to actually build one, it's so low cost. Like it's gonna be that new deal. They're
That's
already
cool.
experimenting with.
It's
Yeah,
giving
but
me
you use
jail vibes.
all concrete, though.
I just
Yeah,
giving me
that's-
jail vibes.
Where is it?
No.
Ain't no windows?
Baby.
Huh?
No windows? You
Yeah,
said
it
all
got windows. Yeah, it got windows. It got it got arches. The whole nine. Yeah.
Let me
You
Google
just build
this.
out all
Google it. Google it. Google it. Y'all know I don't want to be talking about. Don't be like me.
Yeah, they need to take that down to Louisiana and put it in New Orleans. You know,
You ain't
help
lying,
out
bro.
them people.
I'm
They
telling
That
you,
homeless
they-
people
that
in
building
Denver.
sounds very
Hurricane.
projecty. It sounds
Look,
very projecty.
Look,
Yeah, it do. It
I'm
sounds
expecting to get. I'm expecting
Oh.
to see Herman Gardens or Jeffries on the side of the building.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Straight
Look,
up.
think
it's sounding very prisonly.
Yeah.
It's not
All
very.
concrete.
It ain't a
Like,
6x9 or
Jackson's
5x6,
little
whatever the hell the
sister.
jail cell size is. I ain't never been there. I don't know what the hell the jail size
It ain't
is.
gotta be that size, but it's made out of all concrete. That's
What?
giving me
Yeah, bro.
prison
All
Brit-
vibes.
concrete. Not
Brittany,
good.
Brittany,
Not
look
good.
it up and vouch for me. Hold me
Let
down.
me see. Hold on. Let me,
Hold me
Feel
down,
me?
Brittany.
Hold me
Come on,
down.
Brittany, hold me down.
let me see.
Look,
Barely.
a family spent $300,000, and it was this one area where the location was actually expensive. I think houses were maybe like $600,000-$700,000. They built a concrete home
California.
for half of that amount, and the concrete home, it looks really good. It looks really nice. It looks really, really nice.
I just can't imagine that house start cracking.
But hold on. Would y'all live in one of them steel containers? Because they're making houses out of those too.
They reuse a lot of different things to make.
Yeah,
houses.
those freight containers that they have on trucks and boats. They making houses out of those too.
Holocaust hit. A nuclear Holocaust hit. Yeah, I consider it just regular.
A nuclear Holocaust.
That's the only way I'm staying in a train, a boxcar. That's it.
Oh,
Hell no.
oh, but come
Stand
on,
that
yo,
boxcar.
man. Come
I
on,
ain't staying in
man.
that boxcar. No.
Come on, man.
I seen
Oh,
4
no,
people
no.
that had that boxcar built, and I don't care how you do it, it's still small. It's still way too small. Way too small.
Oh my God. Where is
Hey, I
let me share my screen.
I knew it was
Let me
gonna be
share
some
my
bull concrete.
It won't let you share?
Screen. Share my screen. Let me share my you gotta make me share my screen. Only the host can allow it.
Okay, there you go.
Don't laugh at my porn that's gonna come up. Don't laugh at my porn, y'all. Where is okay? Where is Fire Broadcast?
That's
Okay.
your porn picture?
No.
She screenshot.
Can y'all see it?
Hell to the no, that's garbage.
What you mean?
It's a fucking bunker.
It's not a bunker.
That's a damn bunker.
It is not a bunker.
Horrible.
That
You
looks
know what?
awesome.
Is this a
A
waterfall?
mausoleum. That's what it looked like, a mausoleum. That's with windows. Mausoleum with windows.
It only got 2 windows and a door.
Oh my! Come on, it got more pictures than that. Come on
Hey,
now.
bruh.
That's
The one to the right, the gray one. What is that? The one to the right. What's that one? That gray one. What's that at the top? What
I don't really
is
think
that?
y'all giving this a
That-
chance.
Hey, yeah, that one. What the
Yeah,
hell
we
is
ain't
that?
giving
No, that's them
I
building
think
it.
it's the actual printer. I think that's what that
That's the
is.
printer. That's the printer.
And it's the house.
Oh, that's the big ass. Oh, so it's a big ass printer, and it's just doing the house yourself.
Hey,
Layer by layer.
John, do you honestly tell me you would take your hard-earned money and buy that piece of shit?
First, well, what I would do is I would push the limits of how they can manufacture. I would push them to the limits and say, hey, what all can we do to make
It
this
look like this.
Yeah.
Now, look,
Yeah.
first of all,
That'd be
that
a
house
lot,
going first of all, that house is gonna be taken away by a damn tornado. Okay, a tornado is gonna take that goddamn house, and ain't gonna be nothing y'all can do about it. That 3D house
Hey,
ain't going nowhere. Okay, they ain't even making brick houses no more. Where's the last time you seen a brick house?
John, you do realize you support my deal about bunker, right? By saying that. You know
Hey.
that's you supporting that. That's a bunker, bro. That's a
Hey,
bunker.
hey, it's better than the houses Kanye was trying to build back in his house.
Oh, yeah, well.
The houses Kanye was trying to build.
We talking about somebody retarded. We can't use him. Bunker. Bunker.
Hey,
Bunker.
I'd rather have a bunker with shutters than one of these houses where if we do get hit with a nuclear bomb, hey, it's done. Done.
Hey,
Done.
hey, like I said, if you in a nuclear holocaust situation, that would be the perfect house. 100%. I'm not going to even argue because you got to be able to defend what you control. I'm down with that. But without that,
But think about it like this. Think about what you can do with that. You will not you can have it structured the way you want because the design is coming straight from a printer. Like it's going to be a unique design to its own accord.
John, they have a 3D printer print out a bunker.
Yeah. You use a printer to print out your paper.
Might as well get the trailer home.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
You want a double wide?
Double wide. Not
Hey,
double wide.
those are modular homes. Leave those modular homes. They're not trailer homes no more. They're modular homes.
If it come on
They'll
the back
call
of a
them
truck
mobile
to your house, then that's a trailer.
That is not a trailer. It's a modular home. They piece them together.
Manufactured home. It's all manufactured.
They make them and then bring them.
Because some of them is nice. Like when you go out to Clinton Township and all that, Novi, them suckers is nice.
They are.
But they just don't got no basement.
If you ain't want no basement,
You
that's
can get a basement though. You can get them to make you a basement.
And then sit the house on top.
Yeah, that's exactly what. But imagine what the cost going to be after that.
But them, I guess that if you want to pick up and go, honey, I'm out of here. Deuces.
There you go.
I can't do a tiny home.
That
I can't.
depends
I don't
on
know
how
what was
small
the. I don't even know what was a huge rage about those. Like, why would you want to be in a cramped space? Now that's jail. That's jail. That reminds me of jail.
That's cute. Somebody made that out of a bus. But you know, if you go over there off the lodge, they over there. That was supposed to be for low income. It's trying to make sure people can afford them. Like they don't cost that much. They like $300 a month. They made them for them.
That's a little too small. Those are a little too small right there.
You can't do nothing up in there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you gonna go from the bathroom to the living room in one step.
Look at this one. They got the stairs that's going all the way to the top. They like using every bit of space. Where's that one?
Yeah.
11 beautifully designed tiny homes.
Yeah, I see it. That's nice. Now this could be my little.
That one not too bad either.
It's like a loft. It's like a loft.
Yeah, I'll make it my little she shed, but not no whole house we living in. You know.
Hey,
this would be my tree house.
Hey, the biggest problem is, if somebody up on the bed and you got diarrhea, you can't get away.
You can't invite no guests over.
You can't get away.
No house party.
Why we gotta be ignorant?
And you sure as hell gotta know who the person you invite over. That'll be real awkward if it don't go good. Like,
what's wrong with you? I got diarrhea. Like, it's raining outside. I can't go outside. And you have to suffer with this man.
Hey, you notice that's one thing I didn't see in none of these places. I didn't see no bathrooms. I did not see. I didn't see.
They got semi trucks with like beds and stuff in it now too, and bathrooms. Oops. Tesla Cybertruck. Here you go.
Man, that Cyberpunk truck is that's the EV truck I want to get right there outside of the F-150 Lightning. I would definitely have to ride with that.
Well, now what the hell is that? The new mobile home?
It could be the new mobile home.
I'd have to see that. That's just something don't seem right about that.
Hey, that's the I ain't gonna say it.
Hey, Brittany, what's that one? Click on that one. Click on that one that say
Which
that
one?
semi-truck trailer right up under the Rocky Mountain tiny houses. Slide back down. Slide back down.
This one?
That right up under that Rocky Mountain. Yeah. Oh,
I mean that don't even look like a tiny house, but it says on a semi. It's on a semi truck.
Semi-truck. Yeah.
It's on a
Well, I
semi
mean,
truck. It looks nice.
The actual box is actually spacious. If you convert it and decorated inside, it's
I mean, if
room inside.
Yeah, if you really put some like
money into it,
yeah, like if you put some money into it, you can make it really, really nice. You can make it really
Like
nice. And
you almost can't tell it's a truck.
no, you can't until you walk in. Well, when you see from the outside, that's how I be looking at. That's how I be looking at the little manufactured homes. Like on the outside, be like, I don't want this crap. Then you go on the inside, you be like, oh, this is really nice. But then you go back outside, you be like, man, this look cheap.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Yeah, that's what
God
I
damn,
said.
they want 65,000 for that shit. 65,000.
For what?
That's a cabin. That's a cabin. A cabin.
Cabin.
Yeah, that's on eBay. That look nice though.
Yeah.
But look at it though.
Yeah.
That how's that? But how's that considered?
Huh?
Click on that one.
It's not gonna let me.
But how's that considered a tiny home though?
Yeah, that look a little different. That don't look like these other little tiny homes.
They don't like no tiny home.
I don't even look like one of those. I just like a house you can. It's portable. Wait a minute. Now this house is only 3,000.
I think it's just the plan.
Oh.
But
Oh,
I
it
don't know.
starts at 35. The plan, man. Is that the basic? That's a basic plan. Shoot, 35. I'm good with that.
Then you gotta get the materials, all that stuff.
And it look like it'll be nice once it's all done. What is that? Is that a tree house? Clubhouse?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that Northridge, that one you was just right there. Yeah, that Northridge one.
That's nice.
Oh, that's a house.
Ooh, that is really nice.
Yeah, that's nice now.
I wonder what the garage will look like. Hey, they only want
They
27
don't
for
usually
that.
have one though.
Hey, y'all,
no garage.
Hey, y'all want to use that as like a travel place? We could travel there. Where that at? We could travel there. Use it away, get away.
It's
It's 720. It's almost 720.
All right. All right, well, let's go ahead. All right. Well, this has been Skip the Formalities. Thank you for joining. I had a pleasure. We had Ewell Roberts with the conversation. We got Brittany Harris with the conversation. We got Brianna Jones with the conversation. Bringing all the knowledge and the heat to this podcast. I am your host, John Jay, and I'm signing out.